Love Triangle is the movie I'm reviewing today. Welcome to my channel, guys. I review Nollywood movies, especially YouTube movies. You're welcome. Subscribe to support this channel, and of course, thank you so much for doing so. This movie is showing on Global Crown TV. A recap of this movie talks about a rich young boy who fell in love with the maid. Now, obviously, the family of this boy do not want him to get married to this maid. So the tussle between the man and his family and the maid is what this movie is about. What I like about this movie, I want to talk about the acting and the actors in this movie. I want to start with Adeka. I hope I pronounced the name correctly. I actually enjoy his acting in this movie, giving us that emotions, connection. I think I like that. I also want to talk about Wats. I enjoyed her as well. A lot of people do not like her acting. I don't know why. For me, it depends on the movie she's acting. Actually, it depends on the movie she's acting. And Pearl Wats also is creating this niche of acting maid most of the time. Her YouTube movies, 50% she's acting poor, acting maid, if you guys have noticed. And I mean, she does it well, so she's always being cast for that role. For this movie, I actually enjoyed what she did here. It was an okay performance, nothing to wow about, but I enjoyed her performance. So yeah, another thing I like about this movie, I want to talk about the costume for this movie. There was a little thought process done for costume wise in this movie. That's Ray's sister, the lady who acted Ray's sister. She looks really good. Her hair were on point. Her outfit, she looks so flashy. She looked like, a lady who is coming from a rich family, which was really nice. And then their mom, the woman who acted their mom, she also looked the part. Her wigs were on point. Her boo-boo. I mean, they are rich, so they're supposed to look the part, and I really liked that as well. Then talking about the maid, which of course is Pearl Wats, her uniform look really fitted on her. It looks like she's working in a rich man's house. They sew the uniform according to her body, and her uniform looks clean, iron, neat. I mean, if you're a maid working for rich people, you're supposed to look clean. Your uniform is supposed to be fitted on you, sitting on you well, making you look presentable, because you're working for rich people. I don't know why you will be a maid and you look tattered in a rich person's house. It doesn't make sense. For me, costume wise, there was something done about it that was nice. And of course, the lady was also fighting for real attention. She also looked really good. So costume was okay for this movie. Then I want to talk about cinematography for this movie. That was surprising because Global Crown most of the time has bad cinematography, especially picture quality and lighting. They don't really get it. But for this movie, I was like, hey, hold up. That was nice. Like the clarity of picture quality for this movie, the sharpness of this video, they've done well. Lightning was good, the brightness was good, picture quality was okay for this movie. Then we talk about the shots, especially in the hall and the dining. When somebody is talking, camera moves directly on time, on point, and then reactions from other people on the table whilst another person is talking, we could get their reaction, their facial expressions, and then I'm like, yeah, this is it. I think that was okay. So I was impressed. Waiting we what way we no go get. You know what I mean? So I think I like cinematography for this movie as well. Finally, but not the least thing that I like about this movie is the time and the size of this movie. I'm joining the two together. Na collabo. They use the correct size for a YouTube video, and I was like, yes, this is it. Very demure. I like that so much. Then the time, yeah, obviously the storyline, you've seen it before, so why would they waste time telling us the same story all over again? So the time was very good. I like that as well. So yeah, those are the things I like about this movie. Move to what I don't like about this movie. The things I don't like about this movie, I want to start with the storyline. If you guys know Global Crown TV, then by now you should be familiar with what they always show us. Rich man is in love with a poor girl all the time. Now the same story with this. Or the rich man pretending to be rich fall in love with a poor girl. The girl is selling, the girl is a maid, the girl is a rooster, the girl is an orphan. The rich man is a prince, businessman, politician, and they are always preventing him from marrying the poor girl. Or they switch the gender. The girl is rich, wants to marry the poor man. The same thing. This channel, this particular Global Crown TV, that is what their movies are all about. I think that's the niche they are going. So there's no creativity expected from them. If you're watching Global Crown TV movies, this is what you should expect. So maybe you'll be looking out for quality of production in terms of, cinematography, location, costume, storyline. You shouldn't expect anything less or more. Just like I said, it's the same thing. So maybe you expect a twist, and then the characters and how they act these movies. That is what maybe you should expect. But when we say storyline, are the same thing. So I'm just like, yeah, it's the same thing. I don't like it. That's what I don't like about this movie. And this brings me to the point of dragging the storyline, because obviously we've seen it before. We know how it ends. They will always marry and find each other. You know what I mean? So why are they dragging it? Why are they repeating the fighting with his parents or his brother, his sister or his mom? Like, why do you have so many scenes of such cases? Like, we can have like 2 or 3, and this movie will be 1 hour 20 minutes. We have movies on YouTube which have better storyline itself, which has 1 hour 20 minutes. So why are we wasting too much time telling us the same thing? We know how it will end. Hello. So yeah, I don't like that. The last 2 things that I don't like about this movie is the location. They use 1 or 2. Let me say 1. Yeah. And this house, and this particular location house, when we say YouTube movies, this house, I don't even know how much they rent this apartment. Like, I want to know how much they rent this apartment, because this house, I'm sure 90% of the movies produced on YouTube, now this house they use. Now this house, and there's another location, there's another house that YouTube producers use a lot. I don't know whether this house comes first or that house comes first. This house. I'm just tired of seeing that chair, that sofa. I gave a suggestion that you don't need to give us a new location. You can rent an apartment, change the settings of the apartment, make that production yours, put a little quality on it. But I guess the producers are lazy. They just want to clock their 1 million views and get their paycheck and keep it moving. Like, no quality whatsoever, no thought process whatsoever. Quality is just dropping. And I'm like, okay. So I'm just tired of seeing this sofa in this house. Location, no thoughts, no effort, nothing. This brings me to the 6-member cast or 5-member cast. All the time they use. Again, no effort, no quality, no lazy production as usual. And on that note, guys, I'll give this movie a 1/10. If you're a fan of Global Crown TV, do well to watch. Least I forget, the title says Love Triangle, and I'm asking myself, where is the triangle? Because the 2 ladies were not fighting for the man's attention. They didn't really create a triangle like that. They should have said Chaos Love, Love. They should have find another title. Love Triangle. The title itself did not match, guys. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next movie review.